Slow motion is better than no motion. Not because you don't see the growth that's being made doesn't mean it's not happening. It was due to repeated actions, and for months I didn't see any results. Hey YouTube, I'm Tavane, but you guys can call me T. In Jamaica we have a saying, not the same time leaf goes to water bottom that it rottens. And that basically means not because you don't see something happening doesn't mean it's not happening. Not because you don't see you're growing doesn't mean you're not growing. It's not the first time that you go to the gym and work out you're gonna expect it to be jack full of muscle, discipline, consistent. No, bro. It's because of repeated action, it's because of consistency that creates all of those things, that creates the outcome. Yo, it wasn't one time I went to the gym and I grew muscles, I got bigger arms, bigger chest, bigger legs. No, bro. It was due to repeated actions, and for months I didn't see any results. But because of my consistency, because of my discipline, that I was growing each and every day. For a tree to grow on the surface, it has to grow below ground. It has to grow in isolation. That's the root. For the tree to be big and strong, the root has to be big and strong. Sometimes God will put us through fire, will refine us, will test us with obstacles, with enemies, with adversaries, for us to become a better person, for us to have stronger roots. So when any wind blow, I'm speaking metaphorically, when any wind blow, when any struggles or any adversaries come our way, we don't crumble under pressure, but we become diamond from the pressure. Not because you don't see something happening doesn't mean it's not working out. And that leads on to people. You never know what someone is building. You might see them show up a 1 and 2 time, and you might think they're lazy and they're not doing this and that, and a few months they pop out with this and they pop out with that, and you're like, how they get this? My mom used to say something. She's like, yo, don't follow girls, don't follow friends and waste time in school, because when exam time come around, they get an A on their test while you get a D or a F, and you don't know that they went home and study. Not because you don't see something happening doesn't mean it's not happening. Not because you don't see the changes being made doesn't mean it's not happening. If you can show up each and every day and put in the work to build yourself, to build your consistency, to build your discipline, doesn't mean you're not growing from it. You think it was the first time that I posted my YouTube video that I gained 83 subs? Bro, for months on end, I've been posting from last year, November. That's more than half a year. And for months, I was at 10, I was at 20 subs, I was at 30 subs. There was a time when I was stuck at 40. There was a time when I was at 52. I didn't even know how I got 52. I didn't know if I would surpass 52. There was a time I went to 60, I went to 72, 74. And I was there at 74 for a while, then it went to 79. It's been recently that I hit 82, 83. And I don't know how long I'll be here for, but that doesn't mean my sub count won't be growing. Yo, when I just started posting on camera, I was so shy, I was so afraid, I was so insecure. But the more I started speaking, I got so comfortable. Like weight just got lifted off my shoulders, and it was because of my effort. It was because I chose to keep showing up each and every day that built me into the person who I am right now. That built me into the person who can speak on camera confidently. Anyway, not because you don't see it happening doesn't mean it's not happening. Not because you don't see a person posting about their life, bragging this and that, doesn't mean they're not doing something with their life. Not because they don't talk about it, not because they don't show it off, doesn't mean they're not trying to build something. They're trying to build a legacy. Yo, a lot of people don't know that I post. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't even know that, yo, this isn't my first YouTube channel that has gotten success. I used to have a music channel that currently sits at 99 subs or 100 subs, I don't even remember. And I have a next music like channel where I post music content but not my music, that currently sits at 2,570 subs. And there was a time that I didn't see it moving, but because I kept pushing out videos, the views count went up and the subs count went up. Some of those old videos are still getting views now. Some of those old videos are getting way more views than the videos I have now. And back then when I was making that, I didn't see the numbers. My highest viewed shorts, because I only post shorts on that channel, is 123,000 views. Bro, I never saw the numbers being there. I never saw me having 2,500 subs. But because of my effort, because of my discipline, because of my consistency, I kept on posting and it kept on growing. Not everything you're gonna see out in the open. Things have to develop in the darkness before it can come to light. That's bars. I haven't said that in a while. For you to become the person that you're meant to be, you have to be developed in the dark before you can come to light. One of the reasons why I chose to isolate when I did was because I knew that, yo, I couldn't have become the person who God meant me to be in the open. I couldn't have become that solid person who could face any struggles and not crumble. I couldn't have become the beast if I was out in the open, if I was posting everything I do, if I was posting that I was going to the gym, if I was posting that I was trying to eat healthy, if I was posting that I was trying to get rid of this bad habits, this old habits. I would have not become that person. So I had to do that in the darkness. And in the darkness, no one sees the growth that's being made. Not because you don't see something happening doesn't mean it's not working. If you can show up each and every day and focus and your discipline be consistent, you are growing each and every minute. Bro, yo, for a week I didn't want to do any work, dog. And I can still show up and do the work. You know how long I haven't fasted for? And I fasted Sunday. Yeah, I felt away, but honestly, it was a breeze. I fasted today, Monday, and bro, it's a breeze. It was through. Shoot off like that. And it was because of the work that I did in the past that helped me to grow into the person who can fast without no effort. Yo, once you're able to do the work, it is building you into the person you're supposed to be. You're growing. Not because you don't see the growth that's being made doesn't mean it's not happening. Because you're changing little by little. Slow motion is better than no motion. Focus on things that let you grow. And if you focus on those things, you are growing indefinitely. You are growing day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour. Everything you do that pushes the needle forward is helping you to become a better person. Not because other people don't see it and compliment you on it doesn't mean you're not growing. One of the reasons why I wear pullover around people is because I don't want them to see all the muscles I got. I want them to still see me as a skinny person. I don't want them to see all the growth I made. I don't want their compliments. But that's just me, dog. But not because it's not being showed doesn't mean it's not happening. Slow motion is better than no motion. Keep putting in the work. Keep leveling up to become the best person that you can be, the person that you should be. Each day by day you are growing. Yo, but that's it for the day. Peace.